Brandy Myers outside of him. Green flags in the air. We're underway. And Brendan Priest gets up on the gas just a little bit quicker than the 94 machine of Brandy Myers, so he'll drive away off of turn number 2 as one car spins around. Gary DeWitt, his second spin of the night. He spun around during the heat race. Just like the heat race, though, he'll get it refired. We stay green. 97, though, very slow entering turn number 3. That is Steve Bender and the 97. As he is very slow, comes to a stop, actually, on the racetrack. Yellow flag will fly. So we'll keep that lap, have one lap in the books here. Green flag's back in the air. We're back underway with 19 laps to go here tonight's 20-lap Bats Warehouse ModLite main event. And another car spins around in turn number 1. See if he gets the car refired. Looks like he will start rolling. That's the 70 machine of Raymond Doyle. So he gets refired. We stay green. And it's going to be a battle up front with John Priest looking to the outside of his son, Brendan Priest. Brendan Priest, though, able to hold him off for the moment. John Priest with a full head of steam around the outside of the 19 machine of Brendan. Brendan Priest driving a different color car here tonight from his father, John Priest, has having some motor issues with his hot rod. Haven't been able to work on it. Right now, here he is in that second spot, driving the Tim Doyle number 19 special, but giving up the lead to his father of John Priest in the 51, Johnny's Roofing Mavericks Kitchen hot rod. So John Priest will lead the field off of turn number 4 here with 4 laps down, 16 to go. John Priest going to lose another spot to Tony Martin as Sean Connors now pulls up down the inside of Brendan Priest as well. So Brendan Priest back to the 4th spot. Brandy Myers right now in 5th, but she's going to have pressure coming from the 95, it looks like. Or 88 of Michael Prey. Michael Prey, Richard Kemp. They're trying to reel in the 94 of Brandy Prince. As one car spins around, Raymond Doyle right in front of your race leader. John Priest able to sneak by and turn at number 2. Tony Martin, though, not so much. Driver who came across the stripe running in the 2nd spot makes contact with the 70 of Raymond Doyle. 4 laps in, 16 to go. Green flags in the air once again. And it will be John Priest ripping the lip off a turn at number 2 with his son Brendan Priest trying to work his way down the inside of his father. Can't quite do anything with him off of 2 as they race down the back straightaway. John up to the top side, Brendan down low. Also down low is going to be Sean Connors, your 3rd place driver, and 4th place driver Brandy Myers. As Gary DeWitt and Michael Prey almost make contact off of turn number 4. That's going to be a tough break for Michael Prey. He falls all the way back to the 9th spot. He was running just outside the top 5. As Brendan Priest now starting to reel in John Priest. We saw it during the sprint car main event. The top came in over the bottom. Right now, it looks like the bottom's coming in a little bit better than the top here during this ModLite main, and that's where Brendan Priest is going to go. He's going to go on the bottom side and work his way around the outside or the inside of his father, and that's going to put him up to the top of the board. But here comes John Priest fighting back. Going to be a side-by-side battle. Drag race down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Brendan Priest with the advantage, but here comes John Priest fighting right back on the outside. Sean Connors starting to reel in this battle as well, trying to get a 3-car battle as now John Priest will be your race leader. Brendan Priest fighting back on the inside of John Priest as they exit turn number 2. It will be the top line working for John Priest as Gary DeWitt spins around again. We'll see if he can get refired. Looks like he will get refired as the car starts to roll, and no, it does come to a stop.
Yellow, bottom of 2, yellow, bottom of 2, yellow, bottom of 2.
So green flag back in the air. We're back underway here with just 12 laps to go. Tonight's ModLite main event. And so far, it looks like it's going to come down to the Priest boys as son and Brendan Priest takes the advantage away from father John Priest off of turn number 2. Here comes John fighting right back. John to the outside of Brendan as they work their way through turns 3 and 4. Still going to be side by side off of turn number 4. Now it will be John driving out to a little bit of advantage over the 19 machine of Brendan. But Brendan's so good at through turns 1 and 2, working that low line, pulls right back up to the 51. But John Priest using that top line on exit, it'll pull away with some momentum down the back straightaway. As John Priest and Brendan Priest, those two drivers duke it out for the top spot. They've actually pulled away from this battle for third right now. You see Sean Connors in the third spot with Brady Myers in fourth. And the Colin Bender and Tony Martin back in the mix after running in the second position earlier on, being involved in a accident with a lap car of Raymond Doyle, who spun out right in front of your race leaders. Tony Martin right now starting to light the wick on his hot rod. That number 2 machine looks to the outside of the 95 machine of Colin Bender. They still side by side. Bender down low, Tony Martin up top. That gray number 2. The only other driver on the top side of the racetrack is your race leader. So obviously the top line is a fast line here around Arizona Speedway tonight. As another car goes top shelf, that's the 114 of Sean Connors. So John Priest continues to show the way right now out front here with 7 laps to go. Brendan Priest trying to reel in his father and spoil the Father's Day weekend celebration here tonight. The 2019 Father's Day Showdown at Arizona Speedway. Right now it's John Priest by 6 car lengths ahead of Brendan, who once again will let the car catfish on the bottom side of the racetrack. A little bit of a wiggle that time off of turn number 4 from Brendan. There are 6 laps to go. That's the 95 of Colin Bender, the 114 of Sean Connors. Back to the 4 spot as Colin was able to sneak around the inside of Connors. Tony Martin still in 5th. Brady Myers is 6th. 7th. That spot's going to change as Michael Prey down the inside of Richard Kemp. He'll take over that position, move Kemp back to 8th. And 9th, it is the 44 of Scott Elderworth with the 77 of Gary DeWitt rounding out your top 10. Last car on the lead lap is the 98 machine of Jeff Lowe, getting ready to go 1 lap down, though, from your race leader, John Priest. So John Priest works around the outside of the lap car, the 98 machine of Jeff Lowe. Brendan Priest going to try to follow suit. Now Brendan Priest, though, he's gone into the top side of the racetrack. So Brendan Priest trying to find some speed on the top side here as it is go time. 3 laps to go. John and Brendan. John has about a half a straightaway advantage right now over the 19 machine of Brendan Priest, with Colin Bender and Sean Connors still running 3rd and 4th on the racetrack. Tony Martin in 5th. Only change on the track that lap was Michael Prey working around the outside of the 94 machine of Brady Myers. He took that position off of turn number 2 and will yard the 94 machine down the front straightaway. That's coming down the front straightaway to get the white flag this time. It will be the 51 machine of John Priest. He'll lead the field off of turn number 4. One final time here at Arizona Speedway. John Priest leads the field off of turn number 4. Checker flag in the air. He'll win this Father's Day weekend over his son, Brendan Priest, in the Bats Warehouse ModLite main event. And John Priest climbs out of the car, your main event winner here tonight. He had that car hooked up. Well, I know you've been putting some long hours in at work for Johnny's Roofing. Been putting some long hours in on the race car here tonight, man. Made it look easy here this evening, this Father's Day weekend. Actually beating your son to the line here tonight. It's got to feel good.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been almost over a year, I think, since I've gotten a win here. I'm just glad the car just handled perfectly. I'm glad Brennan kind of like messed up coming out of 4, and I jumped to the high side, and I went up there, and I went, wow, there is something up here. So we just stuck it out. It was a battle going down the back straightaway between me and him, and it just seemed like my car hit the nitrous button. But I tell you what, that was the funnest race I've ever had here.
Yeah, man, you definitely lit the wick there midway through, and you drove around them. Had about a full straightaway at one point during tonight's main event. Now you got some sponsors you'd like to thank.
Oh, first and foremost, Johnny's Roofing. My dad is sitting up there, thanks. Chase's Diner, Desert Graphics, Total Seal Piston Rings, Enox, Nice Guy Bell Bonds, Stars, Elite Roofing Supply, and my good old Yamaha R1.
All right, give it up for the Yamaha R1 and the 51 John Priest, your main event winner here tonight.